Part 307. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 3061. Isn't it for a false name that people live for a lifetime and the grass and trees fall in autumn? Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanji Academy, held his head high, trying his best to maintain his posture. Why? Actually, the brothers of the Black and White Academy are still very powerful. It's a pity that I still lacked a little luck. If it wasn't for meeting me, Yuan Kai, why would this be? Why do you have to use this blood demon transformation on me, Yuan Kai? I have never been afraid of this blood demon transformation. It doesn't do anything to me. I also hope that everyone in the Black and White Academy will take good care of their wealth and lives, but don't do such stupid things again. Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanji Academy, raised his head proudly, with a light and airy look on his whole body. It is to show a low-key luxury look. This kind of feeling is simply not too clear. After all, isn't that the case? On the attic, Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanji Academy, took a deep breath, his face glowing red. Is this the feeling of elation? So comfortable. Since the start of this friendly match, this seems to be the first time I feel proud. It was too difficult before. When confronting the Guangming Academy, what they encountered was one fiasco after another. Those fiascos before have left a heavy shadow on him. Fortunately, this has all changed now. At least it won't be the same again. Everything will change into the best way. Thoughts gather here, feelings can't help but take off in full swing. Dean Chen, you don't feel good about losing such an outstanding student. He. As a human being, you have to be a little bit self-aware. If it's not the case, you're tying yourself up in a cocoon. If Dean Chen had the determination and wit of Nether Academy, why would he become what he is now? So, Dean Chen should think about it carefully. Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanji Academy, couldn't help but straighten his back while talking, and his whole person gradually became more smug. This feeling is extremely comfortable. This is what he likes. It's so real, it's even more clear. It's not like before, pitiful, quite a feeling of not knowing the so-called. Now this is so beautiful. Think about it. What are you thinking? Is there anything else to think about? It's just a victory. Vice Palace Master Su Qin doesn't think that our Black and White Academy will follow suit. Haha, there is nothing else in my Black and White Academy, but there are many students who die generously. Just keep playing. Chen Tianwei, the dean of the Black and White Academy, waved his hand with a domineering look on his face. As soon as these words came out, people immediately felt a sense of tremor in the depths of their souls. At this moment, everyone around couldn't help but widen their eyes, and the sound of breathing quickly became rapid. The thoughts gather here, and the mentality will naturally become swaying. What the president of the Black and White Academy said was too domineering. This is completely crushing everything and not paying attention to everything. It even directly challenged Yuanji Academy, one of the 3 universities. After all, Black and White Academy is just an academy. Where did this Chen Tianwei have the confidence to challenge Yuanji Academy? Everyone couldn't help showing suspicion on their faces. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 3062. In addition, they couldn't help feeling a little more excited and surging in their hearts. After thinking about this, his eyes gradually became erratic. That feeling was very unique, and it seemed unreal. The more I looked at it, the more something was wrong, and the more I looked at it, the more I felt that there seemed to be something wrong with it. So thoughtful, pure, and true. Seeing that the dean of a mere Black and White college dared to challenge him, Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanji Academy, suddenly became ugly. Snored. I'd like to see how many geniuses Dean Chen's Black and White Academy can send out. The Tianjiao of the first stage of the 5-star sanctuary realm seems to be the only one in the Black and White Academy. Su Qin, deputy head of Yuanji Academy, sneered and then continued to sneer. Chen Tianwei, the dean of the Black and White Academy, did not refute, but just shrugged and looked towards the ring, as if he was waiting for something. At this moment, Yuan Kai from Yuanji Academy was still standing on the ring, waiting for the next wave of battle. And Black and White Academy once again sent participating students. I'm Tangu, a first-year student of the Black and White Academy. The participating students of the Black and White Academy introduced it indifferently. Immediately, everyone's eyes widened again. 5-star initial sanctuary. It's another 5-star first stage sanctuary. Ah, the Black and White Academy hides it deep enough, I didn't notice it before. This Black and White Academy has a good background. I really never thought of it. What's more important is that Black and White Academy seems to have a hard fight with Yuanji Academy this time. Interesting, a little interesting. The battle situation opened up again. Boy Fang Fan, the Yuanji Academy won the last game, but now it is 1-0 against the Black and White Academy. Fang Fan, do you still think Black and White Academy can win? If we can't win, we will lose a lot. I did a rough calculation just now. If Yuanji Academy really wins, we will lose hundreds of thousands of star cores. Bai Biao immediately looked like a miser. Although he had earned hundreds of thousands of high-grade star cores in the previous gambling, it was obvious that this guy was not satisfied at all, or he wanted to earn more. This guy has those thoughts in his heart. I wasn't 100% sure before, but now, it's basically stable. This Black and White Academy is really not easy. Fang Fan smiled indifferently, and then made a rather profound comment from the side. Not simple. What does this mean? Why I don't quite understand. Inside, what is involved in this? Brother Fang Fan, why do you admire this Black and White Academy so much? Anyway, this is just a college, and it's still a second-rate college. Gisha frowned, his face was at a loss, he couldn't understand. There are too many twists and turns here. He. Brother Gisha, do you still think this Black and White Academy is a second-rate academy? If it's a second-rate academy, how could it have killed the top-ranking Xiao Academy without any pressure? And it was true in the battle against Yuanji Academy. I doubt it very much. This Black and White Academy has trained many students who are at the peak of the 4-star or even the first stage of the 5-star sanctuary. The purpose is to let them perform blood demon transformation in the arena, so as to defeat their opponents. In order to win, it can be described as unscrupulous. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3063. If this is the case, this Black and White Academy will come prepared. The purpose is to achieve the results you want. This time, in order to fight against the Yuanji Academy, I did not hesitate to directly sacrifice a first-year team captain of the 5-star sanctuary at the beginning of the stage to serve as cannon fodder to perform blood demon transformation. In this way, they are actually able to express their attitude. They want to defeat Yuanji Academy. And, it must be at any cost. If you continue in this direction smoothly, there may not be no possibility of success. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, thinking to himself, the sparkle in his eyes couldn't help but increased. Is this Black and White Academy really so magical? Listen, that sounds scary. It's just that this black and white college was a second-rate college that was not well known before. How suddenly it has such a background. Cultivating these 4-star peak sanctuary and 5-star initial sanctuary colleges is not so easy. There must be something tricky in it. Zhuoqiu pondered for a moment, then said with a strange expression. Needless to say anything else, this feeling is still very real. We still have to stick to this aspect of things. Let's wait and see. Yuanqi Academy has encountered a hard problem this time. Fang Fan's eyes turned to the ring, and at this moment, his target was focused on Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanqi Academy, and he couldn't help casting a sympathetic look. This guy is too arrogant, I'm afraid he will suffer a bit. While Fang Fan was thinking, the 5-star early-level sanctuary cultivator from the Black and White Academy on the ring had already started to move. Coming up is Wang Jia. Blood Demon Transformation. There was a dark shout, and then the whole body turned into a cloud of blood mist. Those cultivators from the Black and White Academy would at least follow suit when performing Blood Demon Transformation, but this time it is completely different. Anyway, it is an all-round explosive posture, completely disregarding everything. Anyway, it is a full-scale crush press. In terms of posture, it is frightening and shocking. At this moment, his eyes are wide open, and his body can't help trembling all over. On the stage, the captain of Yuanqi Academy's first-year representative team Yuan Kai's face quickly turned from arrogance to gray and livid. Grass. Here we go again. Are you guys from Black and White Academy really a bunch of lunatics? Damn it, can you please calm down a little? I'll wipe, I'm cracked. This still, what will it evolve into? Can't you just stop? Get out. I vomited. Damn it. Yuan Kai, captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanqi Academy, squirmed his lips, and was in a hurry at the moment. He looked down the arena, then moved his feet, ready to escape. But at this moment, a pair of sharp eyes stared at him. My Yuanqi Academy, there are no cowards. Students of my Yuanqi Academy can only die standing up. Don't live on your knees. Students of my Yuanqi Academy should be righteous and noble. Fight to the end. Whoever dares to discredit Yuanqi Academy, Su Qin, will definitely not spare him. Su Qin, deputy head of the Yuanqi Academy, stood on the attic, staring at Yuan Kai, and uttered a fatal call. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Xu Yu. Chapter 3064. Potential threats are actually the most convincing. Now that this is the case, what else can I say? In this aspect, in fact, I can only live with it. Although he was extremely unwilling in his heart, he could only clenched his fists tightly, and let the whole person make a helpless call. Everything is in finished condition. Feelings of helplessness swept over, and the whole person became dizzy. This feeling is so real. What is this trying to do? Can you please stop for a while? Can I still say something? Oh shit. Grass. Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanqi Academy, abruptly stopped backing away, and then began to swear. I really can't bear it now. What the hell are these things? Shameless especially. After all, you are also the deputy palace master of Yuanqi Academy, aren't you? Came here specifically to give me a hint? I really don't want to run away, and I want to fight for the glory of Yuanqi Academy, but what's going on right now? As long as I have the slightest way, why come to this? It wasn't because the overall situation collapsed that I was in a hurry. Even at this time, you can still talk about a hammer. Is this all because the hammer is in bad condition? Exhaling a foul breath at this moment, I couldn't help but scan my eyes. So difficult. This level of attack, if you don't escape, there is a high probability that you will be cold. Oh shit. But if I jump off the ring now, I'm afraid I won't have a foothold in Yuanji Academy in the future, and that Su Qin will definitely target me. At that time, the road ahead will really be broken. That is the place where the real dead have no burial. If you grit your teeth and stand up now, maybe there will be some turning points. In the end, what should I do? It's so difficult. Gamble, gamble. If you can withstand this wave of attacks, you will be fighting for the glory of Yuanji Academy. Do you want anything in Yuanji Academy? For a great future, hang on. Hey, it would be great if there was another mysterious tortoise shell talisman, but it's a pity that there is only one. Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanji Academy, licked his lips, his breathing became extremely rapid, and his whole body became smug. Thinking secretly in my heart, my thoughts are also taking off in an all-round way. It feels so real. That being the case, that is to forge ahead. Fight. Fight to the end for Yuanji Academy. Damn it. It's a man or a ghost. Invincible. Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanji Academy, howled a few times to embolden himself, and then directly collided with the cloud of blood mist. Boom. Boom. Then there was a violent explosion, and above the ring, a blood-colored mist was displayed, giving people an inexplicable sense of comprehensive crushing in the mind. At this moment, I was thinking silently in my heart, and my body couldn't help shrinking in an all-round way. That feeling is so real. Everything is an established battle situation. So, what else can I say? The end is the best gesture at the moment. Ah! Ah! Heart-piercing roars followed, and in the center of the arena, Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanji Academy, prostrated himself in the flesh and blood, shouting in pain. At this moment, there was no good piece of flesh left in his whole body, and the blood was gurgling out with his howls. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3065. Painful wailing sounded out, which seemed quite sharp. Feel it a little bit at this moment, and my mentality will take off in an all-round way. It feels so real. I'm alive. Grass. I took my life back. Fortune, destiny, good fortune. I won't do this again. I almost risked my life. Reckless, careless. At that time, you should be careful. Yuan Kai, the captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanji Academy, squirmed his lips, and then complained all over his heart. It feels very real. After all, Yuan Kai of Yuanji Academy is a 5-star high-level sanctuary, and in this respect, it does seem a little different. It feels so real. Feel it a little bit, and everything will follow in place. Clear and pure. Thinking so far, my thoughts are flying. On the attic, Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanji Academy, took a breath. He was also nervous just now. If their Yuanji Academy continues to be defeated, they will really be ashamed to face others. Well now, Yuanji Academy has won 2 battles and 2 victories. According to the rule of 3 wins out of 5, if you win 1 more game, you are victorious. Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanji Academy, glanced at Chen Tianwei, the dean of the Black and White Academy, with resentful eyes. This guy dared to openly oppose him. If there is a chance, he will naturally deal with it properly. 2 battles and 2 defeats. Also let Dean Chen lose 2 generals. Dean Chen, I'm really sorry. Dean Chen, is this going to continue? A sneer came, and Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanji Academy, immediately began to show off his might. Isn't it the end yet? If I remember correctly, The rules of the game are 5 games and 3 wins. Yuanqi Academy has won 2 games with only 1 Yuankai, and we need to continue to make progress. Chen Tianwei, the dean of the Black and White Academy, shrugged, with a look of indifference and understanding. Snored. Overreach. Su Qin, the deputy head of Yuanqi Academy, snorted coldly, feeling more and more unhappy. At the end of this friendly match, all the colleges and universities have become enemies. Auditorium of Guangming Academy. Boy Fang Fan. Black and White Academy has lost 2 games. I'm afraid this big dark horse is going to be cold. Bai Biao took a deep breath, and then said nervously. The matter has come to this point, we have to figure it out, the situation has expanded to this point, what to do next, there must be a charter. Why? Since Bai Biao entered the gambling market, I have never had a record. It seems that this time the halberd is really going to sink into the sand. Bai Biao shook his head, and then sighed helplessly. This guy really followed suit. What is the situation? Do you really have no points in your heart? Or are you just too lazy to say so much? Crash the halberd into the sand. Don't worry, Yuanqi Academy is exhausted. 1 Yuan Kai cannot save Yuanqi Academy. Fang Fan smiled, looking very confident. Fang Fan boy, why are you still so optimistic? When is this? Why? Are you still daydreaming here? This is not the case. Bai Biao squirmed his lips, and then said eagerly from the side. I'm about to lose my star core, it's too annoying. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Xu Yu. Chapter 3066. What's the ending? Just keep reading. This picture is getting more and more interesting. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and nodded while talking, and the smile on the corner of his mouth involuntarily increased. Needless to say the rest, this looks very exciting and extraordinary. Although it seems that Yuanqi Academy has the absolute upper hand right now, so what? Just like what I said before, 1 Yuan Kai cannot save the whole battle. He was able to consume 2 of the black and white students in the 5-star initial sanctuary realm, and the participating students had already reached their limit. As for how things will develop next, it is still unknown. No one knows what it will look like if it continues to progress. The most important thing is that this Black and White Academy lost 2 games in a row, and lost 2 elite students in the 5-star initial sanctuary realm, but they still never gave up hope. Even at this moment, he still chooses to launch a full-scale attack with great interest. The 3rd student from the Black and White Academy has followed suit. The atmosphere of the audience instantly became silent. It's the first 5-star sanctuary again. CAO. How many 5-star early stage sanctuary students has this Black and White Academy trained? The existence of the 5-star early stage sanctuary is not easy even if it is placed in the 3 universities. At least this is not an existence that can be cultivated casually. What kind of tricks is hidden in this Black and White Academy? Why did it suddenly emerge? A second-rate academy, how could it be like this? Could it be that this Black and White Academy was blessed by the true God? He, don't you think this statement is ridiculous? But besides this statement, what other ideas can you have? From a comprehensive perspective, isn't this what it looks like? Damn it, I can't follow up to refute. What the hell are you going to do? The biggest dark horse, Black and White Academy. If you say that Yuanqi Academy is unlucky enough, it encountered Guangming Academy for the first time and suffered a disastrous defeat, and now it encounters this weird Black and White Academy, and now I don't know if I can win. The chattering voices around couldn't help but increase, and everyone stared wide-eyed, talking while talking, and then followed up with a comprehensive discussion. The Black and White Academy has made everyone admire with its own strength. This strength, this background, how powerful is it? On the stage, Yuan Kai, captain of the first-year representative team of Yuanqi Academy, was full of bitterness. Why is his life so hard? Persisting bitterly until now, is it still like this? Naturally, I couldn't bear it in my heart, and even my whole mentality exploded. Continuously, you can still talk about a hammer. What the hell are you? Won't you want to perform something, some blood demon transformation? Yuan Kai swallowed a mouthful of saliva, and then looked at the third student from the Black and White Academy who participated in the 5-star initial stage of the sanctuary. Why should I cast blood demon transformation? The third student from the Black and White Academy who participated in the 5-star early stage sanctuary realm blinked and asked curiously. Call. Finally met a normal person. It's fine if you don't use blood demon transformation, this evil work, quickly abolish it. Yuan Kai wriggled his lips, then gritted his teeth and complained. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3067. The matter has come to this point, it is useless to say more. Staying mentally is the most important thing. Exercise blood demon transformation on you, are you worthy? You are dying like this, I can kill you with one hand. The third student from the Black and White Academy blinked, then said solemnly. Then wave the weapon in your hand, ready to put your ideas into action. At least at the moment, it's quite real. Yuan Kai. Look down on people so much. Originally thought that the Black and White Academy had become normal, but now it seems that this is getting more and more crazy. A bunch of lunatics. Yuan Kai took a deep breath, the black line on his forehead flickered all over, thinking to himself, the corners of his mouth couldn't help twitching. Immediately, the whole person gradually became smug. Because he saw that the Black and White Academy students' attack was about to arrive. And at this moment, he is basically in a waste state. Although his whole body has been restored to its original appearance with the use of elixir, he has suffered extremely serious internal injuries, and his combat strength is not even 1 in 10. If he continues to fight, he will undoubtedly die. 36 strategies are the best strategy. As for the so-called glory of Yuanqi Academy, that has never been considered by him. If the last battle hadn't been coerced by Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanqi Academy, he wouldn't have bothered to continue fighting. He was the victorious king just now, and now there is no way to escape. This speed is quite unmatched. The third battle, Black and White Academy wins. The referee then pronounced the verdict. Now Yuanqi Academy is already 2-1 against Black and White Academy. The battle is heating up. Yuanqi Academy can no longer send a 5-star high-level sanctuary Yuan Kai. Immediately after careful consideration, an elite student in the middle 5-star sanctuary realm was dispatched. As soon as this elite student of the 5-star mid-level sanctuary of Yuanqi Academy came on the stage, there was a burst of shouting. Blood demon transformation. The third student from the Black and White Academy's 5-star initial sanctuary realm didn't think about it at all, and directly used his unique move. The final result is naturally that the elite student of the 5-star mid-level sanctuary of the Yuanqi Academy was killed, and the 5-star early-level sanctuary student of the Black and White Academy was also carried off the ring dying, and basically it will be cold within 7 days. It's completely a lose-lose style of play. Speaking of which, this is the rogue style of play. But I have to say that under the current situation, such a hooligan style of play has special meaning and effect. Invisibly, it makes people feel emotional. So humming strong. Invisibly, it gives people a sense of urgency to crush. Feeling like this gradually becomes real. As for the others, just choose to keep your mouth shut. Yuanqi Academy and Black and White Academy are now 2-2. 3 wins in 5 rounds, just watch the last game. The audience fell into silence. After a brief silence, there was unconcealable excitement and surging. All kinds of thoughts gathered here, and the mentality also exploded in an all-round way. The yelling continued, giving people a sense of infinite shock in the soul. Feeling it a little bit at this moment, the sound of breathing can't help but become rapid. This wave has followed a full-blown explosion. The dignified Yuanqi Academy, with a 2-0 advantage, was tied by the Black and White Academy. Now the outcome is even more unpredictable. In a way, this is the greatest shame. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3068. Everyone's eyes gathered here, and they felt more and more interesting at this moment. All the handicaps are completely crazy at this moment. Black and White Academy has become a fighter among the dark horses. Originally, in the various markets, the odds of winning by Black and White Academy were as high as 10-10 or even 20-1. But now, because of the strong rise of the Black and White Academy, the odds are dropping rapidly. Now it is basically close to the PAR price of 1-2. As for the odds of Yuanqi Academy, it used to be 1:1 but now it has risen with the tide. For the sake of profit, many markets directly offered the odds of Yuanqi Academy winning 1 and losing 10. What does this show? This shows that they are not optimistic about Yuanqi Academy anymore. Yuanqi Academy has become the biggest laughing stock. This time the jokes gathered here, and it became more and more interesting. It's just such a feeling, very real and very clear. Who would have thought that the Black and White College, which was only a second-rate college, would be able to turn things around at this moment and even directly tie the Yuanqi Academy? Nowadays, Yuanqi Academy is even more at a loss. In the last battle, who is strong and who is weak will be revealed soon. This time Yuanqi Academy played only a 5-star early-stage sanctuary-level practitioner. As for the Black and White Academy, a 4-star peak-level sanctuary-level practitioner played. Immediately after taking the stage, the 4-star peak sanctuary cultivator of Black and White Academy immediately performed the classic taboo combat technique Blood Demon Transformation. The entire arena was soaked in blood. A strong bloody smell swept over, inexplicably making people feel panicked. At this moment, feel it a little bit, and the whole person becomes smug invisibly. What the hell have I done? In the arena, the 5-star early-stage sanctuary student of Yuanqi Academy who was sent to the stage was numb at the moment. It's so difficult. Feeling a little bit at this moment, the mentality is bloody. Speechless. Helpless. Filled with resentment, now vanished into thin air. He really wanted to run away, but in the attic, Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanqi Academy, was staring at him. To retreat is to die, not to retreat is to die. Anyway, left and right are nothing but death. I don't want to die in the explosion of Blood Demon Transformation. I can't sacrifice myself for the honor of Yuanqi Academy. The point is, even if I sacrifice, it's useless, it's useless. Call. Who will remember me in the end? At that time, I will still lose, and I will lose my life, and I will be abused by these bastards as an incompetent waste. Why? Why do you want to do this? It's a big deal that labor and capital don't stay in this Yuanqi Academy. If you don't stay here, you will have a place to stay. The last 5-star sanctuary student from Yuanqi Academy who was ordered to play had a very intense psychological struggle, and then his body trembled, and he ran away. It's already this time, and I still have to pester a hammer. The overall pattern is completely over. Immediately, the Yuanqi Academy student spread his legs and ran faster and faster. After the student from Yuanqi Academy escaped, the whole audience erupted. The ending is already set. Yuanqi Academy has already lost at this moment. As one of the three universities, he actually lost to a second-rate college like Black and White College. Feelings of futility swept over, and everyone followed suit to become turbulent and brave. At this moment, the spittle stars of the surrounding audience can directly drown Yuanqi Academy. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3069. Yuanqi Academy, lose. Black and White Academy wins. The referee said in a trembling voice. The panic in the words was beyond words, and at this moment the whole person has become flustered. Thoughts gathered here, and the black lines on his forehead grew more and more. With trembling lips at this moment, all kinds of other words have been gathered in an all-round way, and the rest are all silent. The audience. Horror. Scolding, howling, surprise roaring, the sound is harsh. But it represents the most realistic picture. Feeling it a little bit at this moment, the eyes couldn't help shrinking immediately. The Yuanqi Academy was first defeated by the Guangming Academy, and now it is defeated by the Black and White Academy. This is a great humiliation. Yuanqi Academy, one of the three universities, has become the target and object of ridicule by everyone at this moment. At this moment, everyone's eyes are focused here, and all kinds of words have followed in an all-out explosion. Hey, Yuanqi Academy is really living and going back, just want to become one of the three universities. It's over, I'm afraid this school will be deprived of its position. A rising star like the Black and White Academy, we have to guard against it. Defense? It sounds good to say, but the key is, what to use to defend. Things have come to this, what is the overall situation, have you not figured it out yet? Hey, I don't know what to say at this moment, anyway, there are a lot of tricks in it. Naturally, there are tricks, but this Black and White Academy is really extraordinary. In order to win this victory, it abruptly, forcibly lost 3 elites of the 5-star initial stage of the sanctuary. Hey, you can't help but. It's over, this wave is really over, I don't know what it will turn into next. Wave after wave of yelling followed, and the loud roaring couldn't help but increase. Yuanqi Academy has completely become the target of public criticism at this moment. Now I don't know how many people's eyes are fixed on Yuanqi Academy. On the attic, Chen Tianwei, the dean of the Black and White Academy, stood up vigorously, and looked at Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanqi Academy, with a provocative expression. Deputy Palace Master Su Qin, what did I say just now? Don't be arrogant until the end. Ha ha ha. In this way, I will accept it. Chen Tianwei, the dean of the Black and White Academy, squinted his eyes, and his body was trembling slightly as he spoke. There is no need to say much about the rest, anyway, what is displayed at this moment is such a proud posture. Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanqi Academy, was naturally pissed off, but under such circumstances, he really didn't know what to say. Because they really won. And the Yuanqi Academy where he was located suffered a crushing defeat. Become the target of criticism. A sense of humiliation welled up in my heart, and Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanqi Academy, almost lost control. At the critical moment, he directly pierced the palm of his hand to calm himself down gradually. At this moment, if you don't calm down, you will really be completely useless. Thoughts gathered here, and a bitter look appeared on his face. Soon, violent and fierce lights began to gather in the eyes. Snort. Using these crooked ways to win, is there anything else to promote? It's also thanks to your Black and White Academy for thinking about it. What is this? Take your life. Never mind the lives of all the students. Shameless. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3070. Su Qin, the deputy head of the Yuanqi Academy, snorted coldly, and then let out a heart-piercing roar from the side. Needless to say the rest for the time being, the displeasure on his face is growing more and more at this moment. While speaking, the sound of breathing could not help but become more real. All in all, this heart is extremely uncomfortable. The winner is the prince and the loser is the cow. Could it be that Deputy Palace Master Su Qin doesn't even know this truth? Could it be that Palace Master Su Qin's measure is so big? Is it difficult to get through this matter? Sneering laughter followed. Chen Tianwei, the Dean of Black and White Academy, was not afraid at all, on the contrary, he was proud of the audience. Deputy Palace Master Su Qin, in fact, your Yuanqi Academy is the opponent I least value. He. The Dean's goal is the Bright Academy and the Dark Academy. We, Black and White College, can take a seat on this leader. Chen Tianwei, the Dean of the Black and White Academy, was talking and then he was domineering all over his body. This time the words were revealed, and in fact, to a certain extent, they had already expressed their own thoughts and ideas. Immediately, there was a complete sensation in the audience. Good guy, what a good guy. Isn't this too flamboyant? To actually want to defeat the three universities and win the championship? Do you really think that if you win a Yuanqi Academy, you can be free and unrestrained? Is that the case? What's the situation? I don't have any points in my heart. Domineering, so humming domineering, this Black and White Academy will not really want to become the biggest boss this time, will it? Bullshit. Don't listen to him pretending to be aggressive, really, he doesn't talk about the situation at all. What's the situation now? Really don't have any points in my heart. I don't know anything about the current situation. Black and White Academy's tactics won't last long. Damn it, what kind of thing is it? Do you really think you are a character? You will lose a few elite students in one fight. If this continues, how many elite students in their Black and White Academy will be able to wear down? In the end, isn't it self-destruction? It will be really ridiculous when it comes to that time. But until now, it seems that the Dark Academy has dispatched 4 or 5 5-star early-stage sanctuary cultivators. Their background is very strong. I'm afraid they will collapse in the end. I also think this Black and White Academy is a bit weird. The people who play don't look like students at all, but look like dead soldiers. Oh my god, I thought I was the only one who felt this way. These Black and White Academy students are so weird. They died generously one by one without even frowning. They just cast Blood Demon Transformation on stage. Don't they know that after casting Blood Demon Transformation, they will definitely die within 7 days? Heh, this is common sense, who wouldn't know it? I think it was deliberately ignored. The students of the Black and White Academy are a group of brainwashed walking corpses. There is a lot of discussion. You can say anything. Anyway, the scene looked shocking. Invisibly, there is a sense of comprehensive coverage. This time the mentality gathered here, and the gaze gradually became erratic. This game is getting more and more interesting. The competition between the 3 universities and the 2 colleges is full of excitement. At this moment, Guangming Academy has already fought 2 battles. They fought against Yuanqi Academy and Nether Academy respectively. In other words, there are still 2 battles to be fought at Guangming Academy. The opponents are the School of Darkness and the School of Black and White. A new round of lottery has begun.